In June, we celebrate Father's Day, a holiday that was officially recognized in 1972 by Richard Nixon 60 years after it was first proposed. It is typical to observe the day by recognizing the importance of fathers in the life of a child. In the 2006 study authored by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office on Child Abuse and Neglect, noted sociologist Dr. David Popenoe, a pioneer in the field of research into fathers and fatherhood, says, "Fathers are far more than just second adults in the home. Involved fathers bring positive benefits to their children that no other person is as likely to bring." And so it is appropriate that we honor fathers. However, this year, I'd like to devote this column to how fathers can become champion dads. Just fathering a child does not make a man a successful father, and few dads receive much training prior to taking on the role. Sadly, when a child's future is at stake, most fathers are learning their job by trial and error. City bus drivers, according to the U.S. Department of Labor, require from 2 to 8 weeks of classroom and behind-the-wheel instruction before transporting passengers. And yet fathers usually begin with no training or experience at all. I don't profess to be an expert on fathering, but if the proof is in the pudding, I feel pretty good about the role I've played in the Longstreet family. I'm quick to credit our happy and successful children to their mom, but Brenda continues to claim that I played at least a small part in the process. So as my Father's Day gift to you this year, let me take a leap and provide some advice with some help from experts. Tony Dungy, head coach of the 2007 Super Bowl winning Indianapolis Colts, in his foreword to Kerry Casey's book Championship Fathering, believes that the key is being involved. Dungy says probably 3 out of 4 young players who come to our team don't know what it's like to have an involved father. We can talk to them about football and they track with us pretty well, but when we talk in the meetings about life issues and character and other things they need to be successful, it's obvious that many of them haven't had that. In addition to championship fathering, I went through pages and pages of research on the subject to prepare for this video. Then one evening I picked up the gratitude journal that my son John gave me on Father's Day almost 20 years ago when he was 12. He had filled in the first pages of the journal with 10 things I'm grateful for about my dad. Here are a few excerpts. When he makes time for me to watch my games. When he plays catch with me, even if his arm hurts. Note, during that time I was having some disc problems, so I had trouble using my arm. For teaching me things about everything in life, and that no matter what I do, he still loves me. Recently, I also asked daughter Liz what makes a good dad, and here's her response. Always believing your child will be successful, even when you watch them make mistakes. Being hardworking, because this is the best way to teach your child to work hard. Disciplining when necessary, but always remembering to spend time with and have fun with your children. Making your children feel like family is your top priority. I once commented that it may be easier to run a company of 15,000 employees than to raise 2 children. As with most things in life, simple answers solve complex problems. So it is with the expert advice I receive from my children. If fathers would focus on those few key things, as I see it, they could be champion dads. I'm John Longstreet with another edition of the Longstreet Beat. Thanks for tuning in, and happy Father's Day to all those great dads out there.